Good evening. Um, in our quest to continue the conversation, being consistent and repetitive about wealth creation, we will tackle Napoleon Hill's chapter on success through failure. A lot of our people um, focus on failure and they look for someone else to remedy the effects of personal failures. Um, and we have this group think that everyone owes us something for the past. Um, but we're going to deal with some universal law. Uh, like attracts like, wealth attracts wealth, poverty attracts poverty, and there's no exceptions to that. So ultimately, the things that we go through are not to be focused on within themselves. They are to be a symbol for growth. So, out of struggle and hardship comes great power. We realize that struggle is a necessity for transformation. So when you think about our people, think about people in general, that which unites us is the idea of struggle. But ultimately, we need not to think that struggle is an end within itself. Struggle is a means to an end. So ultimately, what we can do is learn from our struggle and realize that through resistance, great strength is occurred. Anybody that you see with muscles, they don't get muscles because it's very easy. It's very difficult. And the way that you build muscles is through resistance. And through resistance, through rest, recuperation, and healing, and repetition, one can build himself up as much as he wants to. It's a simple process. So when we go through life in the sense of the workforce, and we have jobs that don't pay us enough, what does that make us do? Does that make us work to the pay grade, or do we work above and beyond the pay grade? These are things that are necessary if we plan on changing our reality, changing our environment, creating wealth. We cannot half-ass our way through this thing. Like I said, a lot of us are afraid to struggle, thus we are afraid to grow. So what are we trying to do? How can we get there? We get there through will. Now, everyone has free will. What is will? I will, fly to the moon in 10 minutes. I will, you can will anything. You will. But to will anything into existence, it takes strength. So ultimately, when we get to a point of willing things into existence, creating wealth, becoming wealthy, we have to have a level of strength. We have to understand that our hardships, our situations, and our circumstances are not life sentences. These are things placed in front of us so that we can grow from this, and there is no escape. There's no escape. If we're in a situation, we have to see it out. We cannot deceive our spirit, and we cannot, trick our way around this thing. So ultimately, we have to be honest with ourselves, and we cannot be aimless. We have to have an aim. We have to have a direction. We have to have a goal. We have to have a focus. Wherever we find ourselves at, if we're at the bottom, we now have to have the direction to go up, because it doesn't make sense to have the direction to continuously go down when we're already at the bottom. So ultimately, if we are at the bottom and we do not have a direction, it doesn't mean that somebody is going to come save you. We have to save ourselves, and we have to direct ourselves, and we have to become better. Not for our customers, not for our bosses, not for the people around us, but we understand that this thing is a game. We understand the metaphysics of it all. We understand that I'm a customer service agent, not for, AT&T. I'm a customer service agent. I'm learning what I need to learn from AT&T so I can incorporate this into my own corporation, into my own business. The conscious, there's plenty of people who don't think like that. There's plenty of people at AT&T for a check, but you are in AT&T to learn, and that's metaphysics. Ultimately, taking the outside world and make it an inner journey. Everything has meaning. Everything is synchronicity. So the things that we're doing for ourselves to empower ourselves, and we are making this conversation on wealth consistent, and we are not letting it fall by the waysides, because back to the original slide, like attract like, wealth attract wealth, poverty attracts poverty. So if the reason why the conversation with me is wealth, because I know that if the conversation is not wealth, then the conversation is on some poverty shit, and I'm not on it. So when you're talking to me, it has to be on this level, but not dissing anybody. I look at everybody with respect, but ultimately I know that these metaphysics and this power of the mind thing is not nothing to play with. So we consistent with it here at the root of all fortune. But with that being said, just wanted to try out, doing a video with slides and with the mic. So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like this format? Is the quality good or whatever? And we can continue to do more builds like this. Also, if there's any books that you would like me to read or cover, let me know in the comments or send me a message. But always check out the site, www.hoodmystic.com. This is the Hood Mystic, and I'm signing out. Peace.